Ah, the Viper's Vengeance. Never a dull evening here. Always business being done and deals being made. And me, I get a front row seat to all of it. It was a cold night out for sure, but that never stops the crowds. Especially not when there's a debut performance. Serendipity, the jazz band led by Chancie, took the stage and held the room captive. Smooth, confident, the kind of sound that makes people forget how much they're spending. Most of the crowd was entranced, but not Chancie. There was one woman sitting alone at the back of the bar. A beautiful, familiar. Whatever history lived between them, it was enough to pull him off the stage and into conversation. Looked like they had some catching up to do, the kind that you don't do over music. While the applause was still ringing, trouble found its way to the high roller tables. Declan, sharp as ever, spotted it first. A cheater maybe, or something worse. A $500,000 buy-in isn't casual money. Not even here. Katerina noticed immediately that it wasn't on the books. That alone was enough to sour the mood. So Declan and his ghoul, Carmelo, kept close watch. The man called himself Markov, didn't flinch, didn't rush, didn't move like someone afraid of being caught. Rather than make a scene, the house chose patience. A funny thing about Markov, on paper, he was clean. Too clean. Theodore noticed patterns that just didn't sit right. High-end clubs, casinos across the greater Appalachian region. He had a similar pattern of behavior there. Something about him didn't add up, and Katerina wanted answers. So while Carmelo followed Markov back to his hotel and staked out the place, Chancie and Declan paid a visit of their own. Chancie used his suave maneuvers to find out more from the hotel receptionist. And just when the night seemed ready to settle, an unexpected guest arrived. Finlay Dunsern, a Hecata from the family who are, more than anything, all about money. He asked for the house to clean £23 million over 60 nights. Whew. Katerina agreed on one condition. The deal's been sanctioned by the prince, and in exchange she requests Dunsern blood of her own, several of them, to work under her roof. Finlay accepted. By the end of the night, the house gathered to consider their next move. Markov still unanswered, a Dunsern deal ticking like a clock, and only 2 months to begin laundering Camarilla liquidities through the Viper's Vengeance. Plenty of money, plenty of eyes watching, and very little room for mistakes. Oh, but me, I just keep pouring the drinks and watching who spills first.
The Viper's Vengeance. You know, they don't really announce when the tide changes. Things just feel different. The music just plays a little bit longer, the lights burn just a little bit warmer, and everybody inside senses that something is about to arrive. Some nights are about the noise, but tonight is about listening. The previous night, the opening night for Serendipity, fades. You all take your rest at the Vengeance, and the day continues its operations as we enter into a new night. And as with always entering into a new night, there is one thing that all kindred must do when they rouse the next evening. They also must rouse their blood to see if they get a little bit hungrier in the next evening. So, my 4 players, I would like you all to go to the top of your character sheet on Demiplane and click roll for rouse check. In between where it says Bane and Compulsion and Experience, you'll see that little roll. And let me know if you have a success or a failure.
Failure for Declan.
Failure for
Failure for
Camarilla.
Theo.
And a failure for Chancie.
All fails.
Starting
That's
off
a
strong.
That's I think the house would say that is
That's a bust.
serendipitous.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not the
And
first time we've
that's-
all failed our rouse checks.
What does it mean?
and that all of you get hungrier. So you can add one more little slash under your hunger bar putting you probably all up to hunger too, because I don't think the last session any of you roused your blood any other way. So you're probably all about at hunger too at this point. This evening, it's a bit stronger of a hunger than the previous night. That constant pang that always reminds you that you'll never fully feel satisfied, as that hunger always lingers. And now you're at that level between, oh, okay, this is annoying, to, okay, now I'm starting to really feel it and get a little more irritated. Once you get to 3, that's where it gets really bad. And 4 is where you're in a dangerous territory, where one little drop of blood could potentially spew you into a frenzy. It's always good to make sure that that is maintained. And thankfully, at the Viper's Vengeance, you're usually well maintained and taken care of. But it's something you'll have to consider. Now, to start our evening, we see away from the tables at the casino, away from all of the eyes. There are a few places in the Viper's Vengeance where there is not the music constantly playing, where it's maybe a bit more dull and the sound of slot machines is much more faded. That would be those of the offices of Katerina, where she sits with the window she has to oversee the casino itself. And this night, Katerina, you hear a gentle knock at the door. You recognize the knock. It is that of somebody you know very familiar, intimately. That is of Theodore knocking.
He walks in with some papers under his arm. Cat. I looked a little bit more into Markov. Nothing yet, but still searching.
Right. How long are you going to take?
I'll exhaust all options.
Are you sure you're not just going to exhaust your options?
Well, I'll do my best.
Right. Well, why don't you sit? Put the papers down.
Sure. He sits down on a nice couch that they have in that office there, sitting across from Katerina. Puts his papers next to him, crosses his leg.
And she would pull a folder out from the top drawer of her desk, and she would walk over and drop it in his lap and stand in front of him. Since you seem to be milling about, I took the opportunity to find you some more options.
What is this? He opens the folder, starts rifling through.
It's properties. Homes for sale.
It's, you didn't need to do this.
Well, you weren't going to. Or at the very least, you were taking too long.
You know, I can handle this myself.
Are you sure?
Look, I can handle a few nights on the couch in the office. It's not a big deal.
Right. Well, the fact of the matter is, I would like your things out of the house. I tire of looking at them. I want to change it into a closet. And I can't do that right now. So if you're
I
going to
see.
keep kicking your feet, then I'll find it for you.
Okay. I'll have one of the associates grab it tomorrow.
They're all within your price range, all the things you like, I made sure. The layouts you like, you shouldn't have to do any work to the homes. Nice porch on all of them. This one here, and she'll flip through, the second one here is a lovely wraparound porch. I know you like to take your morning coffee, well, nighttime coffee on the porch.
Mm-hmm.
Good view. It's not far from here. And you would note, it's on the opposite side of town. It's on the opposite side of the city. Like, if she's here and the club is here, it's here.
I see. So you really want my stuff out of there that quickly, huh?
Well, what did they call it? The therapist, the couple's therapist, yes, said it's best that we don't have reminders of each other in the house. For moving on, you know.
Yes, moving on. You know, I didn't think that it would be this hard to talk.
What do you want to talk about? You've already said everything you want to say about it.
Have I?
Have you? Go on. It seems like you have something to say.
I didn't come to fight.
We're not fighting.
You know, I've...
You would know if we were fighting.
Oh, I know. I've just had a lot on my mind.
Really? You don't share it with me if you do. Maybe that's the problem.
Look, it's been about a year since, well...
She takes a deep breath. Well,
I can't
Performative
help
breath.
thinking about it. Especially with a new member in the coterie. Look, if it seems that I'm taking it out on you, that wasn't my intent.
no. Quite the opposite. The fact of the matter is, you didn't do anything about it. There's no taking it. You didn't yell, shout, scream, cry. You just folded in on yourself. That was the problem.
I did what I could. I like to think that we both did.
Did we do everything we could? Did we really?
You can't change the past.
No.
We each have our skills. We've worked together well, I would say, for these years.
That is certainly a way that you could frame a marriage. Working well together. That's what you want to call it. Is that the phrasing? We work well?
It's been one aspect of our marriage. Don't pretend that that hasn't been a factor in what we were. The ambition.
What you were.
Just me.
You are the reason we are in this situation.
I thought you said you didn't want to fight.
She kind of turns, does a fist clench. And then we'll sit opposite of him. You're right. I don't. That's just one of your talents. You're very good at pissing me off.
You know, I know that this is just business as usual for Kindred Society. But I can't pretend I'm not a little bitter about this job for the Camarilla.
We're switching the subject. Okay.
No, we're not.
Okay. Continue.
Now, they ask us for a very big job, but when we needed them, what do they do for us?
Nothing. But I can't do anything about that. Yet. Why do you bring that up?
We have negotiations coming up.
We do.
Oh, there's a lot that was left on the table back then. If they need our help, we better get something good for it.
Really? And what would you deem good?
I want that investigation opened up again.
You think there's something that was hidden? Or are you on one of your justice kicks?
I've never stopped looking, Cat. I've never stopped hunting for more answers. Just because the Camarilla said there was nothing to be found, that it wasn't worth their time. What have you been doing?
I thought you said you didn't want to fight.
I don't.
Okay. Well, I've been making sure that we all keep roofs over our heads. I think that's a worthwhile pursuit, don't you?
I do.
And what do you think you'll find? Do you think you'll find him? You think he's alive out there somewhere, and he wouldn't come back to us? And what happens if he is, and he does come back? What then? Do you think that fixes everything between us? We just become a happy family again?
That's hardly the point. I
Okay,
don't think.
So then what's the point?
You don't want to find answers. You don't want. Look, I know justice is my thing, but you don't want some sort of retribution.
I am getting retribution in my own way, I assure you. Why do you think I'm being so kind to the prince?
Well, you let me know when that makes any headway.
Right. You let me know when you put an offer on one of those houses. And I'll sign the check.
I don't need your money for this.
No. We were married. What's half of mine, or what's mine is half yours. Right? Besides, if I leave it to you, you'll pick some shack and I won't visit you there.
I'll make a decision on one of these by the end of the month. In the meantime, I will stay at the firm.
Where would you like your things sent? How about a storage unit?
Anywhere's fine.
Lovely.
He starts collecting the papers and stands up.
She would call after him. You're not gonna find him, Teddy. He's dead. And I hope you come to peace with that. Really, for your sake.
He turns around. I don't want to come to peace with it, Katerina. I'm going to find answers. And he turns on his heel and he leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Theo, you exit the office. Katerina, you're left alone. Perhaps turning your gaze back to look at the casino. The night continues, but we move elsewhere outside of the casino for just a bit, where we follow Declan, who travels to where Finlay Duncern is residing during his stay here in Pittsburgh at the Ritz-Carlton, outside of the city a bit ways, where the two of them are set to have a bit of a family reunion between Milliner and Duncern, two of the branches of the greater Giovanni family. Declan, when you enter into the hotel, you see that there is a reserved room, private room, under the name Duncern. And as you walk in, you see him sitting there with a glass of scotch in his hands, sitting at the table. Ah, there he is.
Hello, Finley.
Declan, have a seat. Can I get you something to drink?
I'm all right, thank you.
So, how is it there over at the Viper's Vengeance for you?
It's fantastic.
Business been good?
Always has been.
Good, good. And tell me, your family, they're still in Boston, is it right?
That is correct, yes.
Yes. I think some of my family, the other Duncerns, will be making their way there sometime soon. Looking to spread our wings a bit here in the States. It's seeming to be that way a bit more and more as the Camarilla out there. It's, well, the Prince of Dublin has closed doors, no new kindred to enter into her city. Berlin is a mess. Of course, Vienna, we don't even scorched earth there. It's just, things are not looking good over across the pond, as one would say.
Well, after London fell, I'm sure it was only a matter of time.
Only a matter of time until all eyes on all of the Camarilla here in the States, yes. Well, it seems things in Pittsburgh are at least building up, so that's good to see.
It has been a good, what it's been now, 15, 20 years? The key to the West, they're starting to call it.
Yes. We'll see in the next 10 to 20 how it all plays out. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Hopefully good.
So it seems Katerina wants to bring a bit of Duncern help over to you. I'll be sure to get a few dossiers over to give you some options.
Perfect. Washing 23 million in 60 nights is no small feat. We're not Vegas, but we can do it.
I believe you can. Once you all get your plans in order, I'll give it a couple of nights. I'll come back and we can sort out the logistical things. The money is coming in. It's coming in by boat. Actually, we'll be
Okay.
transporting it to the port in Philadelphia, and then I'll have one of my people drive it over here. And we'll make arrangements for the exchange.
Good. Glad to hear that we won't have to assist in the transport. Be assured, once it does arrive at the Vengeance, in our vault, we will then become responsible for it.
I understand.
Do you have any idea on denomination, size, anything like that?
Oh, it shouldn't be a big thing, really. It's only a couple million. So we'll deliver it in, let's say, one truck.
Okay.
I was thinking, Declan, you may want to bring this back to your missus to discuss. But there's a couple of other things, not just the liquidity, not just the cash. A couple of rare artifacts from the Camarilla from London. The old prince. Rough one that was. But a couple of things we were thinking of bringing back here to the States for safekeeping for the Camarilla. And I was originally going to, I was going to bring it through Boston, but I'm thinking that maybe Pittsburgh is a place that we want to transport it through.
And these artifacts, wealth equivalent?
Just as valuable as the cash, if not more.
Okay, so we're talking 50 million in valuables.
Yes.
Size? Big, small?
Small. It should all fit in the one truck.
We can
The
also
money and
house
the
those in the
items.
vault, yes.
I know it's not something you normally do. You normally deal in cash, so I apologize I didn't bring it up originally during my meeting with Katerina. But it may be something, look, you and I know, we know that it's not just always about money. There are other things in our line of work.
Of course, yes. Favors, artifacts, money, whatever pays the bills at the end of the day. I do have a question for you, Finley.
Ask away.
These artifacts, do you know what they are? Or have you been told what they are?
Well, I can tell you won't be in a sarcophagus, so you won't have to worry about bringing anything dangerous like that over.
You read my mind.
No,
But-
it's just a couple of things that look like they might belong in a museum.
Okay.
A few paintings, a few relics.
So nothing magical.
Well, I didn't say that.
Okay, well, that's what we're getting to. Make sure whatever crate they are in is warded to some capacity.
I'm sure it was kept very well taken care of. You won't
Good.
have to worry about that.
Okay. 23 million in cash, equivalent in artifacts, coming from Philadelphia. It's a 4.5-hour drive. Make sure your people know that.
It may take them They may take it safe and put it into 2 nights. We'll see. 4.5 hours shouldn't be much to drive through the night.
I'm sure Theo or Katerina can provide ample recommendation for housing if they need it. Are you sure your men are up to the challenge? Look, we don't deal with fuck-ups at the Viper's Vengeance. Last thing I want to do is come bail you out when you're halfway between Pittsburgh and Philadelphia.
And you think the Duncerns deal with fuck-ups? Is that what you're saying?
I didn't say that. I said the people you are bringing in, if they are Duncerns, then I have nothing but faith that the Duncerns can deliver properly.
We'll make sure it's taken care of.
Good. I know you deal in money, Finley, but this is what I do. So if I'm asking too many questions, forgive me. There will be more.
I don't mind the questions.
Where are you two after this?
Heading up north to Montreal. Making a stop there. Visiting a couple of other members of the family who are staying up there. One of your cousins, Charlotte Milliner, a few others.
Business as usual or just paying a visit?
This is a bit of business. Some of the usual business we do with the a bit of ghost activity up there.
Oh, well. I would say if you need help with it, but that is a little out of my purview. In Montreal, to be exact.
Yes, well, if everything goes according to plan, I'm sure you'll hear more about it.
Anything else, Finley?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is one more thing I want to discuss with you.
Business or family matters?
A bit of both.
Okay.
I'm sure you're quite aware that our family, the Hecata as a whole, we have a little promise that we've kept with the Camarilla for all these years.
I am very much aware, yes.
And it's expiring soon, in a couple of years.
That it is.
Curious how that's all going to go when the time comes, if they're even prepared for re-upping negotiations.
What do you think I'm doing here, Finley? Making myself useful. That's what.
Making yourself useful for who exactly, Declan?
Viper's Vengeance. Viper's Vengeance answers to the Prince of Pittsburgh, Prince Modius. So with that, I'm making myself useful to Prince Modius.
I'm curious, Declan, what your... When the time comes and this deal expires between the Camarilla and the Hecata, what do you think should happen next? Do you think we should keep this truce, this treaty, that we don't really interfere with each other's affairs, or do you think that the Camarilla won't suddenly make big moves and changes and try to, I don't know, make sure that the Hecata are no longer a problem?
I think if the Camarilla stood up to the Hecata, while I don't doubt they could do it, some sort of cleansing, I think it would cause too many waves. I mean, look at the La Sombra. They're welcomed now.
Do you think they'll do the same for us? The La Sombra, the Banu Haqim, what are the Hecata next?
We have abilities that no one else does. Sure, the La Sombra metal, but no one can handle, well, the other things that go bump in the night, just not as well as we can. So I believe we have a place in the Camarilla, but look, we signed a 500-year treaty at one point. Maybe we can renew it. For me, though, my loyalty is to Katerina Sinclair and the Viper's Vengeance.
Good for you to have that loyalty, Declan. Glad that you found yourself a good coterie, it seems.
Look, like I said, I'm good at what I do, and I like what I do. Boston had no longer a place for me, and so I was sent here and carved a niche out for myself. Whatever happens in, what is it? 2 years from now? We'll just have to wait and see.
Well, as we're getting closer to that date, there's a few of us, representatives from each side of the family, that are getting together to discuss potential next steps. You seem like your roots are pretty planted here, but... And he takes a card out. The card just has, like... It just has a phone number, maybe some other, like, small details under it. If you ever want to get part of some of our discussions, Declan, just give me a call. Things start to go south here for yourself and the Vengeance, and you're worried about the future.
And Declan will pick it up and put it in his inside lapel pocket. As long as my loyalty isn't questioned, Finley, I'm all ears if you need something cleaned or taken care of.
He slaps his hand on the table. That's what I like to hear. And he just downs the rest of the Scotch whiskey that he has and gets up, fixes his suit vest again, adjusts the pocket watch. Well, I think that's enough business talk for one evening, at least for now.
At the end of the night, Finley, I am still part of the family.
I can see that you are. I do. I believe that.
Good. If you ever head over to Boston after your trip, make sure you stop by the family home. Us Milliners and Duncerns, we're not cut too far from the cloth.
That we are not.
English money, American money, it all rolls downhill somewhere, right?
That is how it all rolls, yes.
And in Boston, you'll fit right in.
Yes. Quite a big mix of Irish there.
Well, Irish, Scottish,
Scottish.
people will mistake you no matter where you are.
It's true. Well, most of the Duncern are, of course, Scottish, but I got the Irish side of things. We intermingle a little bit.
At least you're not English, right?
He cheers to that.
I'll be looking forward to your update on logistics. Let me know if you can give me about a 3-night window. I'll make sure we have room in the vault and room for the artifacts.
We'll take care of it.
Good talking to you, brother.
You as well.
And Declan will take his leave.
After that business, the discussions, a family reunion between the Hecata. You head back, Declan, to the Viper's Vengeance, where we cut to another scene. Inside the Vengeance, serendipity gathers as last night's performance went well, and now it's time for your band, Chancie, to make their own residency here within the Vengeance. You see your band, Tia, bringing some of her equipment in for the piano. Andy getting everything set up in one room that you have behind the stage. I wouldn't say it's like, it's not like, there's like backstage rooms that there's like a makeup room and a couple of, thank you, green room. And a couple of vacancies for regular performers. So they kind of claim their own green rooms. And now there's one reserved for serendipity. And you see your crew bringing in all of their equipment so that they can play here more regularly and get everything set up. Joel looks over to you, Chancie, and couldn't help but you ever going to tell us some more about this mysterious woman that you keep seeing? The one that you saw, that you spoke with yesterday?
Oh, why you worried about it, Joel? You want me to, put your word in and everything?
I just don't want it to be a distraction for you, Chancie.
Since when is it a distraction? One John's not different than the other one, so You want to hear about the one I was talking to down at the hotel over by the water?
How do you keep getting all of this? I don't get it. Actually, I think I get it a little bit.
Puts a hand on Joel's back. Phineas, my man. Like when you're playing the sax and get into a vibe, it's how I am with people. I play them like music.
The sax players never get it like that, Chancie.
Yeah, well, that's not my fault you picked a lame ass music instrument.
Hey, as a saxophone player in high school,
I know it.
I resent that now.
I'm
Look.
kidding.
Is this going to be our place for a while, Chance?
Yeah, for a little bit. I mean, they're paying you right. Everybody's getting their,
No? It was good. We made good money.
I feel like we can stay here for a little bit. I got business besides the music here, and you guys are treated right, then I don't see any complaints. And if you need me to complain, I'll be happy to.
Good. Well, I look forward to playing again.
And listen, if you want me to, make sure there's more interested people on the saxophone, we can shoot a few solos your way. Everybody likes a little, rough and tumble, old ass saxophone player. You might get a little play.
I think I like that. What about Joel Phineas?
All right, putting your name in lights seemed like a lot,
Saxophonist.
I think
Maybe
Tia
I'll bring
deserved
out the
that
Barry
before you.
sax,
Oh, that one.
It's my favorite, is the baritone sax. But I just want to make sure you're good, Chancie.
Hey, I'm always good. Been a bit, peckish recently, but I'll figure that out later.
Yeah, you should get that checked out.
Yeah, I will. Don't you worry. Got enough fans around here. Somebody will be interested in a little, chat.
And Chancie, as you're continuing this conversation, somebody is walking back here.
Can I help you?
Yeah, a middle-aged gentleman who looks like he doesn't belong. He
Immediately. Yeah, he did. Can I help you?
Yes, sorry. I'm looking for Theodore Sinclair.
Oh,
uh,
Teddy?
Yeah.
Last
Teddy.
time I checked, he's not much of a music man. Here, let me take you over to his office. Y'all get ready. We on in what, 30?
Yep, we'll be ready.
And he'll lead this gentleman to Teddy. But before that, what's your name, man?
Clifford. Cliff.
Liv.
Former officer. But
Oh.
I work with Theodore. Teddy.
Oh.
Or
PI work?
every now and then, yeah.
What, you serving him or something?
I owe him a couple of things. He's helped me in the past. He's done a couple of cases for me, so I owe him.
No, I knew a few officers down in Philly, but you don't seem as I don't know, corny as them. Come on, up the stairs.
I'm retired now, so that's how it goes.
Good for you. Good for you. I'll knock on the door.
You take him upstairs to where Theodore is arranging some papers. Theo, you see your one of your contacts, Clifford.
Oh, Clifford. It's good to see you. How's the family?
They're doing good. Kids are getting big. It's been good. How are you?
Getting by. Just working. Sure you know the grind.
How's Katerina? Everything good?
She's great.
Good. He just he pauses for a minute there. Well, I came here because I know you called last night, and I did some looking, some digging,
Mm-hmm.
and look, I was looking. This guy, Markov. I checked out some of the spots that you were telling me that he had been caught doing all these things, and I looked through all their records. I looked through a lot of footage, security footage, and something kind of weird caught my eye. Maybe I could show you. And
Please.
pulls out his phone. Just something weird about this guy. And he goes through his phone, and you see like his gallery, goes through a couple of videos. The thing, like, I see him on these, like, they caught him on camera doing all this cheating and stuff. You look down, and this is him. This is the guy. Here he is at the casino up in Cleveland. And he zooms in on the footage. You notice, Theodore, that his face looks a little different. You're like, okay.
How different?
Uncannily
not the same guy?
different. It looks like the same guy. It looks like Markov, and it fits the profile. He's got the 5'8" stature. He's got those broad shoulders, even the same hair. He's got that dark brown hair. But the face, it's uncannily different. And then, hold on. And then he goes, and this is the one that's down in Maryland. And he shows another one, and it's this, again, same build, same hair, maybe a little different hair. But the face, once again, it's almost like, was this guy putting on different prosthetics when he was going to these different clubs, or he's just got a really good fucking plastic surgeon or something? I don't know. I guess he was just trying to like change it up when he goes to all these different places.
Well, that is strange, Clifford.
But this is the same guy. This is your Markov. So this seems to be his MO. He goes to these different clubs. He goes to these high roller tables, or he spends a lot of money on drinks, and then they catch him doing something kind of shady and they kick him out. And so I did a little bit more looking, and I looked into that what was it? Zilla, the company that you mentioned to me.
That's right.
It seems to be some sort of shell company for another company, and I guess that's how these things work. It all goes back to one business, though. I was looking. Some club, actually, here in Pittsburgh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All owned by a club in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, you ever heard of this place? And he pulls up a name. It's called Eternal. You ever heard of this place? And Theodore, it doesn't quite... You've heard of this name of this place, but it's never, like, really sat in your circles much. You and Katerina usually keep your eye on, like, other casinos in the city, and you know of some of, like, some other clubs and bars and lounges and things like that, but this one has not really fallen under your radar, something that you've kept your eyes on.
So you're saying this Zillow company is owned by...
Yeah, it took...
Eternal.
It took quite a bit of digging. It seems like whoever is owning this shell company and all of this, they've tried their best to keep it under wraps, but they can't get past Clifford.
And I'm sure in your files there, you've got a list of all these, the chain of companies, so I can look through them.
As a matter of fact, I do. If you want, I have it on my phone. I can print it for you if you want.
Absolutely. A few other questions. In all those videos, did Markov ever have the same face twice?
He scrolls through. I don't think he did.
Okay. And did you happen to look into if any of those locations that he visited, the clubs, hotels, restaurants, any of them owned by any of these shell corporations, tie back to Zillow or Eternal?
If I'm looking, I don't recall any of them being tied.
Okay. He puts a hand on Clifford's shoulder. You did good work. I appreciate it.
Hopefully it helps. Sorry that you had to deal with the bad actor.
It's not the first. Won't be the last. But this helps. And we'll figure it out.
I hope so. Well, I'll get all this stuff printed out for you, put it in a nice little file. You got that printer in the office still, right? I think I'm able to hook up my phone and get everything printed out for you.
Yeah, talk to Petey. He'll help you out.
I'll take care of that.
And I'll tell Kat you said hi.
Please do. And he takes his leave. And it's about this time as well, Declan, that you get yourself back to the casino. Theo, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna want to share this information with the gang. However, Chancie, I know he's getting ready. I'll probably go straight to Kat and or Declan, whoever I see first along the way. The info would disseminate.
Declan would immediately go up to talk to Katerina.
Okay. I would say as you're walking down the hall of like the more officey area, Theo, you run into Declan, who's on his way to Katerina's office.
Theo?
How'd Declan? How'd your talk go?
As good as ever. Got some good information. 23 million in cash coming through Philadelphia, the port. They'll deliver it here. But got quite the update that there's going to be more than just the money.
More than just the money. What do they expect us to do with that?
Store it in the vault. You can't wash artifacts now, can you?
No, I cannot. That's fine. Oh, that's the easier part of it. That's just more leverage for us to negotiate.
I'll leave that up to Kat. Final numbers, or you, or whoever handles that. I'll make sure it's all nice, safe, and sound.
And, how are you feeling about this whole deal? You've got good instincts for this kind of work?
It's not unheard of for the Dunsterns to move money through different channels. Coming through Pittsburgh, it's an up-and-coming city. 23 million's a lot, but in this day and age, not that much. It's just interesting that the time frame's a little tight.
I'm sure we're not the only coterie they're reaching out to, not the only city they're pushing money through.
He did say he was heading up to Montreal after his visit in Pittsburgh.
It's good to know. Well, if there's no alarm bells going off in your head, I'm a little more comfortable.
The money, I'm not worried about the money. We can move it. But there's this recent addition to relics. That's much more worrisome.
Well, every detail and complication poses a new challenge, but we'll figure it out. Nothing we can't handle.
How up to date are you on your abilities?
What do you mean?
Well, if we need to secure the vault, you'd be the one to do it.
I can handle it.
Good.
I found out a little bit more about Markov from my contact from the police. He was able to pull up security footage from some of those locations he had been frequenting. And, well, it seems our man's a little bit of a chameleon.
Chameleon?
It's got a different face in every single video. Same height, same build, same hair. Something not quite right with the face every time. I'll look into what that could be. I'm sure there's all manner of creature and ability out there that could manifest that way. I'm just not sure why.
He's probing, Teddy.
Mm-hmm. And for what?
Well, that is what we need to find out.
You ever heard of a club called Eternal?
It's not also really entered your circles, Declan. Maybe you've seen it on Google Maps, but no, you've not really heard much of it.
Eternal. No. Should I?
Well, that'd be nice if you did. Apparently, that's the parent company that owns Zillow
Okay, so we have a lead here in Pittsburgh.
here in Pittsburgh.
Do you want me to make
Now,
a
without
visit?
knowing, I was thinking, or maybe you could send one of your capable men to just scope it out. I'm not sure. I would bet that they are well aware of all of our faces.
Okay. Look, I'm not afraid to walk into some club, Teddy.
You know, I'll leave the details to you. Just my suggestion.
Have you told Kat all this?
Honestly, I was on my way to tell her right now.
Well, then we'll go together. We can fill her in with all the nitty-gritty details.
And the two of you continue with this beginning discussion, realizing that probably requires a greater meeting. And Chancie, you as well. You also were on your way to heading to Katerina just to have your kind of evening, beginning of the night meeting with her as well to discuss performance, logistics, and everything. So right as Declan and Theo are making their way to Kat's door, you see Chancie about to knock on Katerina's door as well, the three of you together. Who wants to be the one to actually knock?
Declan will.
Kat, you see
The boys
the
are
three
here.
of the boys have arrived to your door.
Come in.
Evening, Kat.
Is it a good one?
I think that is up to you.
Chancie, lovely to see you. You look
Pleasure's all
absolutely
mine.
darling tonight.
Well, I mean, the wind's blowing. Just, in nature itself. I'm the same way.
She just looks at Teddy and then back to Declan. Well, how's your trip?
Good. Finley and I talked about logistics, details. I filled Theo in already. We met right outside your door, and we don't need to repeat what Theo and I talked about already. Declan would tell Katerina what he did what he learned, and fast forward a couple minutes. So yeah, 23 million relics, Port of Philly. Things are changing, Cat. Well, speak. Say it.
He kind of taps on her desk. He did not mention artifacts to me, which means he held that information for me. Right?
That he did. He said it was an afterthought, not that big of a deal.
Oh, not that big of a deal. That's funny. What are they?
He did not say exactly. Paintings from
Right.
the Prince of London, statues. He did say they weren't inert, though. I made sure that he knew to make sure the boxes that they arrive in are secure. He did confirm there were no coffins, sarcophagus, boxes, though.
Okay, and they all belong to his family. These aren't stolen goods. Nobody's gonna come looking for them.
I mean, it's from London, so I mean, all of it's probably stolen.
Right.
True
So
that.
what? We're just a museum for him now, for the Duncerns.
We wouldn't be holding them. They're not on for display.
Hmm.
We're not showcasing them on the walls. But
You know, for us to properly hold them, we really do need to know what they are and what they can do.
they won't enter that vault without a breakdown and invoice of deliverables. He said he would reach back out to me with the logistics in a few days. The money will arrive by truck from Philly. We shouldn't have to lift a finger in that regard.
Something about it.
Of course there's something about it.
If the prince says yes, then I'll say yes.
Well, that brings us to the next phase of this conversation. When are we going to meet with the prince?
Storyteller. Could I have sent Iris off my goulet?
Yes, you would have arranged for a meeting, and they let you know that the prince is busy, but the harpy will be able to attend to all of the discussions on behalf of the prince. Unless you'd rather wait up to 2 to 3 weeks. Otherwise, if you want to meet within the next nights, it would be with the harpy.
Fine. She would have told Iris fine.
But the harpy is essentially, all things that
As
go
legit
through
as
the
it can
prince.
be.
Yes.
Right.
So
Okay.
you know that if it's signed and ordained there, it's going to be in the books
Fine.
for the Camarilla.
Okay. Well, the prince is currently busy and is not seeing anyone for 2 to 3 weeks. So we'll be speaking with the harpy in the next few nights.
Not even you.
Better be important. Whatever he's doing.
For an ask like this? You won't even put in a little FaceTime?
It's a bit odd.
You learned it seems they're preparing for an upcoming Elysium.
Okay. No, they're preparing for an Elysium.
Oh.
Though,
I see.
if I know anything about your cousins. It's that I really don't think it's a coincidence, all of it. The prince is away preparing for Elysium. He comes to me with this outrageous number and artifacts that he throws on top of it at the last minute. It's a little interesting, don't you think? And this Markov is wandering around, all at the same time.
I don't believe in coincidences, so no, it is a little fishy.
Right.
Yeah. Usually, if I get a gig where the manager, whoever I'm talking to, shows up and adds something new to the situation, probably something they're not supposed to be doing.
Right.
But if the harpy says it's a go,
Then it's a go.
we'll need to talk business logistics. Chancie, I know you have a show in about 20 minutes. So we can wait until the money arrives. Well, not until the money arrives, but closer to the date of delivery. We should talk about marketing opportunities. Chancie, you'll need to fill the house. Theodore, what can we provide on gambling bonuses, first-time card makers, $100 in credit on slot machines, Katerina, food, drink, logistics, all that stuff. We need to act like we're earning an additional $350,000 per night.
We'll need to explore other options for moving money through this house also.
I see
Oh.
you've already thought of it. Good.
Well, maybe we could pass off a good chunk of this as higher earnings through the games, but be better to have a bit more options to spread it around. You know, we could add a new wing to the casino.
Oh, you know what would be lovely? What if we lean more into Chancie? It's clear I've seen many a person a night come in just to watch. No games played, they come in for drinks and just watch. Maybe that's a market we're missing. Maybe we need more space dedicated to it. And hell, Chancie, you have wonderful taste in music. Your band is quite lovely. Perhaps there are others you'd like to give opportunities to. I'd love for you to advise me on this.
Well, I mean, yeah, most of my bandmates can play each other's instruments. I know they'd probably be happy with possibly setting up a band of their own. Seeing as how I'll probably outlive all of them, wouldn't be against them starting up different businesses. I just
And
finished a
you-
conversation with Joel about,
All
something
right.
similar to that.
That would be lovely. And you're young. You know about she kind of is looking for a word. Children, they use social media, right? That's what they call it.
I don't know about children, but I know people just in general use it. That's what
Right.
you're wondering.
Are you quite well versed in this?
Well, seeing as how technically I can't use said social media anymore.
Ooh, technically doesn't count in this room.
Good, cause I'll get Andy on it right away, cause she does all the social media stuff for our band.
Perfect. Lovely. Maybe there are people who do that. We could hire people to, if she needs to make, what is it? Content for a social page.
Sounds like an easy enough job for her.
You just tell me how much money you need to do it. Okay.
Get right on it.
Oh, lovely.
And in general, we should just think about sprucing this place up. Any amount of renovations, upgrades. Chancie your band need new instruments? You need a new guitar?
Well, I mean, as much as I enjoy playing in a place that looked like, you know, it was built when World War One started, I agree, Theo, that we should probably spruce things up. My instruments are fine, Our musicians are the best, so they know how to take care of their own. But I'm not against getting new shit.
Well, you might need backups. Any expense we can justify all helps in this short time frame.
Listen, if you need help spending money, that's something I'd be happy to assist with.
Well, we
I
don't
like
have
those
that
ideas.
much time.
Yes. Maybe, Theo, you contact a construction company. I don't know things about that. You contact some kind of firm to work on an extension. Maybe we modernize the place a bit. After all, I suppose we have an interesting mix of older folks and a little bit of younger, but I think the move is to maybe appeal to the younger crowd a bit.
I will look through options.
Okay.
And you'll get to look them over before I finalize anything, of course.
Easy. Anything else?
And if he hadn't before, Teddy will make sure to relay everything about Markov, so that we're all on the same page there. The shifting faces, Eternal Club in Pittsburgh, owning Zillow.
Are there any clans that can do that?
Off the top of my head, I feel like Theo would have studied this kind of thing.
Yeah, I was about to say,
I would say all of you, except you, Chancie, because you're new.
Babby.
Declan, Kat,
evil. They
and
like
Theo, roll me an intelligence occult.
Ooh,
It's a very good roll for me.
that's a very random roll for me.
2 successes.
I sure don't know.
5
got none.
successes.
5 successes. Theo, you know that there's a couple of clans who are able to shift. The Nosferatu, for one, a very powerful Nosferatu, are actually able to completely change their own faces with obfuscate. But that is on themselves, and you know that Markov, when you talked with him, he didn't seem like a kindred, but Carmela was able to clock that he was a ghoul. So
Right.
there could have been some level of blood that he was using to change himself, or there's the other clan that's is very notorious for changing appearances and working in the art of shifting flesh, and that is the Tzimisce.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Shifting flesh. As a ghoul, is that something that, I know that ghouls can take on some of the power of their, what is the term? I was going to say
Sire?
sire.
The Domitor.
Oh,
The
Domitor.
Ooh.
That's a word. All right.
That's great.
The Domitor.
I love your guys' reactions. That could be possible, yes. Or whoever their Domitor is might be the one doing it themselves.
I see. Okay. So this is not outside the realm of possibility. It's possible that it's possible they're of the clan Tzimisce,
Oh.
or maybe Nosferatu.
Oh.
As a ghoul, which I'm pretty certain that he is. Perhaps this power is innate from the blood that he has imbibed, but it could be something bestowed by his Domitor.
And this Eternal Club. Is it any good?
Katerina,
What do I know?
You out of everybody may have at least heard of this club a little bit more. That it's been just more on your radar because you keep more aware of like other casinos, clubs, lounges, etc. Eternal had come into some whisperings for you, and you know what? Just roll me a intelligence, and I'm gonna say streetwise.
Okay. Please. 3 successes.
3 successes. You the one thing you had been wanting to keep an eye on as with the greater Camarilla political sphere, you know that there are certain areas that are deemed like anarch territory. There are certain areas that are beholden to specific clans, like Nosferatu territory, Malkavian territory, etc. There's also like certain feeding ground areas that's usually called the rack, which is like open feeding ground, where you don't need permission because it's all, you know, it's very medieval and different territories that people can feed from. All that being said, you have kept your eyes on other potential kindred clubs, because you guys are not the only kindred club in the city. Eternal did hit a when you were having your ghouls look into other kindred clubs, Eternal was one that fell on that map of being a kindred-owned club. But it was not Camarilla lining. So it's not one that you paid much attention to, being that it's not a Camarilla-sanctioned club, but it is a kindred-owned club.
Is it close to ours?
Not close. It's almost on like the outskirts of the city itself, but it's not. You guys are like right on the water. This club is not close to you guys.
Okay. Was it established before we established ours?
It has been around in Pittsburgh for some time. It established before you guys, but it did not hit the ground running. It did not grow at the rapid pace that the casino, that the Viper's Vengeance did.
So it's not run by Ventrue.
Probably not.
Right. That's what I
Based
thought.
on that assessment, yeah.
Right. Easy. Okay. Well, I think our next step of business is going to check it out.
I've already made a note of it.
I know that it's kindred owned. It's been around since before we were here, but struggled a bit in the beginning. And what else? It's not Camarilla aligned. It's open feeding zone, essentially.
So when you say not Camarilla line, you mean?
She kind of like smiles at you like a.
Could be anything.
It could
It
be.
Could be
It's not.
Anarch. Could be something else entirely.
It's not. We're not entirely sure what it could be, but it is not that.
Mm.
It's not endorsed by the Camarilla, no.
Fine.
And if I had to guess, not run by Ventrue, which would make sense if this ghoul that we're talking about has the powers that you're mentioning. I wonder if they're looking at the competition.
after all these years? So they were here
Yes.
before us.
It's a bit odd.
Possibly looking to make a move. A big move.
Yeah, I suppose it's never too late.
I mean, could be convenient that they show up here same time that, this big money move we're about to make. Kind of convenient.
I think so too.
They're also looking at all sorts of other businesses in the Appalachian area.
And there's no
just us,
pattern.
not just casinos. I mean, it seemed like service-oriented industries, right? Would be the
Yeah,
only
the only
pattern.
patterns you detected is that, like, yes, it's like more high-end in particular industries. And the only other pattern is that, like, usually he's caught doing something shady, whether it is like cheating or he's spending money and like at a hotel and like somehow stealing something and things like that. So he's always flagged.
I wonder how many times he's not been caught. I guess we'll not know, but...
If we
Well,
do,
Declan, what do you propose? Who should go?
I don't mind going by myself. However, there's one way to send a message, and that is to send your ghoul. There's another way to send a message, and a whole coterie showing up at your club to send even a bigger message.
That is what I was wanting to do, admittedly.
And I was not going to let you go by yourself.
Look, if they want to meet so bad, why not? Let's check it out. How often do we actually all go out to another place together? Think of it as research.
Think of it as work.
Right.
What kind of music do they play there?
That you don't know. You didn't get that far in your research of this club, or you don't know if they even do.
I was hoping Kat might know, having heard of it.
Yeah, do
But
I
if
know?
she doesn't, yeah,
No.
it's fine.
No.
Well, it's very
I don't know.
clear that if we've never heard of it, and we don't know what kind of music they play,
How good could it be?
that's probably something very insignificant.
That's what I thought.
Oh, I suppose we should
Storyteller.
check a dress code.
Would Chancie know?
I was
Oh,
about to
yeah.
say,
Would
music
Chancie know?
wise, is it something that
That's
like
his
my
thing.
band would have been like, hey, this is a club in Pittsburgh?
You know, Chancie,
Ooh.
Is it a jazz club? I mean, if it's a
They
jazz
would know
club,
if it was jazz.
he would,
though.
you would know
know.
that they do occasionally have jazz there. It's not a jazz
Ooh.
club specific, but there are artists in your circles.
Ooh.
My band or just artists that I know from like doing work?
From doing other work.
I mean, they do like a lot of variety stuff kinda
Ah,
all over the place.
So you
that
have
was
heard
their
of it.
mistake.
I mean, nobody asked me if I heard of it, I'm the new guy here. I'm the...
Oh, you can always speak freely.
Oh, are you sure you want that?
Yes.
Man,
That's
that-
what I pay
have you been
for.
holding back?
I
Yes.
mean, I'm not a fan of PIs, but gotta
Oh,
do work
Clifford
some
was
sort
here.
of way.
Ah, you met Cliff.
Yeah, he stumbled into my band meeting.
Yes, he's quite bumbling.
Yeah,
Sweet man.
people usually play like the dumb guy when they're trying to gather information. So
He's a regular Columbo, what can I say?
but,
Would Chancie know who that is?
no,
Yes,
And
that's
he
what
just
Silver
He just smiling
He
like,
just smiles like, yeah, sure, cat.
Yeah, Columbo.
Sure.
Cool. Yeah, I heard.
Whatever
about
that means.
Yeah, right.
I mean, we got this stuff coming in and out from Philly to Pittsburgh. I might know of, an individual who has a company that could make that easier if our friends are not as trustworthy.
Oh,
That's a big ask.
who is it?
a very well-known shipping company amongst the Camarilla.
Oh?
Have you heard of the name Victoria Ash?
You all have heard of Victoria Ash.
Yeah. the discredulous laugh of, oh.
Of course,
Oh,
Chancie.
right. Your sire.
Well, my sire, but
Oh, mm,
semantics. Anyways, if we feel as though that's a more trustworthy person to have this money going to and fro, especially since deals keep changing, I wouldn't be against bringing it up.
Finley is in charge of transportation. If he fucks up, it's not any of our business. If he does call for reinforcements, then he will be charged accordingly. Bringing in a third party only takes away from the dividends of what we are making here at the Vengeance. No offense to you, Chancie, but
None taken. But when it comes to keeping the prince pleased, that's one of the objectives I know we're probably aiming at.
mm-hmm.
Just out there if it's ever something needs to be doing. Now, to be completely honest, I'm more of a, fixer-up, housemaker, so to speak. I enjoy
keep it
politics
in
here and there, but I'm here to keep the party going.
and that's what we're gonna need you to do, kid.
I got it.
Good.
All right. Now go do your show. I'm quite looking forward to it.
I'm off. The rest of y'all, enjoy your night.
When did you want to go to Eternal, Cat?
How about tomorrow night?
Chancie, when do you play tomorrow? Same time?
When the sun goes down, till the sun goes up.
Make sure you block out after midnight. Can your band handle it without you?
Like, it just gives you a stank face. Like, yeah, I think they might be okay.
Good.
Declan. Chancie, just as you're taking your leave, Declan, you get a call from your burner phone from Carmelo.
You're only supposed to
Sir.
call this when it's an emergency. What is it?
I was trailing the ghoul, Markov. I found him with, he met with somebody. And a woman. And it looks like the two of them are on their way to the club. You might want to
The Vengeance.
see yourself to the Vengeance.
I'll let everyone know. Break this phone when you're done. Throw it in a gutter.
Will do.
And you see Declan get off the phone and he snaps the phone in half. Markov and some woman are on their way here. Speak of the devil.
Didn't we find out that the person he works for is a woman?
You did.
So maybe it's her.
Will we have company?
I'll make sure
Well-
to play some amazing background music for y'all's
That would
conversation.
be lovely.
We know how to be good hosts. Maybe we can get some more information from them.
We'll meet them at the door, Declan. See if it's even worth anything.
I'll be first to meet them. Is this a heavy conversation or light conversation? And when he asks that, do you want Declan to frisk them?
It's a light conversation.
Okay.
Storyteller, last session I had asked for Petey to look over the tapes. I wanted a full accounting of how much money Markov had swindled us for.
Yes. You note that actually he's still looking into that.
Oh.
I'll get back to you on that after the break because I want to do a little bit of math.
Okay.
Quick math.
Well,
Yeah.
without knowing the full number, I would just remind this man did steal from us. I intend for us to be made whole. So keep that in mind.
Declan will look at Katerina. It's your call, boss.
You know, normally I would say yes. But I think I want to see where it goes.
Okay.
This isn't a normal case of someone stealing just because they can. There's more to it, and I want to see what they do.
That's fine. We'll get our money back eventually.
Carmelo said they should be here in a half hour.
All right.
Chancie, you head down to the casino, meet up with your band, and get ready to perform. And Serendipity takes the stage once again as we take our break for the evening. And when we return, we will see how this meeting goes. So don't go anywhere, everybody. We'll be back in 10-ish minutes of quick break. Grab a snack, grab a drink. You won't want to miss this next part, I can tell you that much. So come back to us in 10 minutes, okay? We'll see you in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody, to our second half of Blood Money. Thanks for joining us once again. And as usual, join us on Discord. To anybody watching on YouTube, hope you're enjoying so far. Thanks so much for all of the support on our first episode and how much everybody was loving it. If you want to join our Discord, discord.gg/MagiRPG, that's where we're always hanging out and yapping and chatting about our lovely chronicle and all things vampire and all things just general fandom. So feel free to join us there. All the cast is there if you want to say hi. And I did also want to quickly announce, and I forgot to tell this to the rest of the cast, that this Friday, the 13th, is Vampire. We're playing Vampire on Friday the 13th. So I wanted to do a little giveaway. Demiplane was kind enough to send us some codes for books on the Demiplane Nexus for Vampire the Masquerade. So I want to do a little giveaway on our stream this coming Friday the 13th. So if you're watching on YouTube and you want to join us live, if you can, I know time zones are hard, but 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern on Friday the 13th, we're going to do a little Demiplane giveaway and give away some stuff if you want to use Demiplane to run your Vampire the Masquerade games. It is very helpful. I really, really like it. Really, the big thing about it is just like being like the character sheets, like it tracks your XP. If you're building a character, it makes life so much easier.
Up one
So
second.
they gave us a couple of codes.
Your camera was glitching out. 1 second.
Oh, I
Only in
Nope,
OBS.
Yeah, you're
only
back
in
now.
OBS.
Yeah, it was an OBS blip.
okay.
Okay, you're good.
Yeah,
no,
you
it's
sounded. I
still
think it might be
happening.
Chris. Is Chris having issues or is that me?
I don't hear anything wrong with Chris.
Okay.
I think it's just something with your connection through. Maybe you might want to rejoin Video Ninja, even though
No.
you're looking good on this end.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
It does look like the connection from you. Give us
1
1
sec.
second. Technical
Oops.
Please
difficulties,
help.
people.
Yeah, maybe I had a little blip. Also, thank you, Wayward. I just saw that you sent us a tip earlier. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Wayward, for the support. Oh no, I can't see anybody now. And okay, now I can. Thank you so much, Wayward. And thanks everybody for all of the support on our chronicle so far. I really, really appreciate it. So, do I look better now? Does it everything?
You're not back yet. I
Oh,
don't see you.
I see you guys. That's weird. Give us 1 sec,
Please help.
gang.
I don't see you in the control room.
I might also be I might be having internet problems because you guys all sound robotic to me.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Man,
The curse.
maybe we shouldn't play on Friday the 13th.
Return
because-
the slab.
We'll
Oh,
be
no.
fine.
Just passing around these technical difficulties.
Oh,
Hopefully that's better.
I see you now.
Okay, yep. Let's do this.
Okay. So
Okay,
many
I see you on stream.
deep sigh of look, my favorite clan is La Sombra, and La Sombra do not do well with technology. So okay, does everything before we dive deep into the RP again?
It looks good. Yeah, for now.
Yeah,
Okay.
it looks good. You look
Okay.
good. You sound good. Yep. I see you on stream.
Okay.
Are we still stuttering for you?
No, I think I
Okay.
just had like a blip.
Got it.
Yeah, a little blip. It happens.
All right. Without further ado, everybody, let's dive into our second half. Theo, you had asked Petey to look into the details of this Markov and if he had stolen any money from the casino. And he was going through the books and the numbers. And it turns out, just like as Declan had noted, he bought into a really high end table. It doesn't look like he actually took any money or stole any money. However, the one thing Petey noted from the security footage and how long he had been there is that it looked like he was eyeing the dealer and keeping a strong eye on the dealer. And I just want to check and make sure that I still sound okay because you guys are getting choppy for me again.
Your camera did
sound good.
flicker for a second, but you sound and look okay for now.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna go through this quickly so I can cut to you guys RPing, because I seem to be having some issues with my internet. It looks like he was eyeing the dealer quite a bit, and he might have been watching and counting and keeping an eye on the patterns, how the timing of the rotation that the dealer gives out cards, and not just at his table, but the cameras caught him eyeing other tables. Like he was trying to perhaps get information. So it wasn't money that he stole, but perhaps it's something else. That's all that's noted. But Declan, we cut to you as you head toward the entrance of the Viper's Vengeance, keeping an eye out for your visitors, your guests. And they're almost on cue. You see a black SUV pull up, exiting from the blacked out windows. You see Markov, and then he turns to the other door and opens it for another individual. And she steps out. And she walks up to the club, almost like she's been here before, like she expects to be here and have the room make space for her. She walks in, and individuals who see her, she walks by, they almost take a second glance at her. The lights catch her long enough just to make that impression. And as she walks in to the club, our guest may join us, and it may take them a second to arrive. As the Viper's Vengeance feels like another visitor enters the scene. Markov walks forward. Yes, miss.
Point out the individuals in which you spoke to last time.
Of course, mistress. He immediately points to Declan, who's the first person he sees.
And she's going to walk towards him.
Valentina, you walk toward Declan, and I would love for you to describe how you look this evening walking into the Viper's Vengeance.
So, Valentina del Castillo has on a red suit, like red jacket, red pants, black lace corset, long black hair, red eyes, and she carries that air of already owning the place kind of deal. And she just walks up with a purpose straight to Declan. And, hello, Valentina, I am told you already know Markov.
Mr. Markov, I'd like to reiterate that you are not allowed to play any more table games here at the Viper's Vengeance.
Yes, that is why we are here. Sorry, our Alexa went off. Our Alexa is yelling at him.
Sorry about that. That was weird. And you are?
I am, well, the one in charge of Markov, and he has embarrassed me, and now we are dealing with the situation. And so, are you the owner of the establishment?
No.
Great. Would you take me to the one who does, and we will make this situation right? Right, Markov? Yes, we will.
Follow me.
Where do you take them,
Yeah,
Declan?
I was gonna say. Sorry.
Where did we agree to meet somewhere after I told you? Katerina, Theo.
Oh, I'm sure there's a room where we often have
There's
private conversations, right?
There, like a small lounge that is just for us. Yes.
Sorry.
What is happening in our
I have no
house?
idea. There's a ghost in my house. 1 second. I apologize.
Well, you had
The Hecata is
Yes.
truly Bad Bunny just turned on.
The TV just turned on by itself.
Dude, the curse is real.
Curse. I'm telling you.
Guys, you're seeing it live. The curse is real.
Katerina,
Mm-hmm.
you do see this exchange from your office. You see the individual enter into the casino, and you see them talking to Declan.
Teddy, I
What would
believe our guests are here.
We should go talk to them.
Oh no, let them come to us.
And Declan will lead them into a meeting room of sorts. It's more of a private lounge than it is a meeting room, but it has very nice chairs and table and quality lighting, and there's a private bar in there that Declan will send someone over to man just in case.
And Valentina, when she takes a seat, she does the thing where she leans back, puts both arms straight across the lounge and crosses her legs right at home. Doesn't make herself small at all.
Would I be remiss to ask if you are armed? I didn't
Of
quite
course
get your
not.
name. You said you were the master.
Valentina?
Valentina. Are you armed, Valentina?
Of course not. Why would I be?
Markov, are you armed?
No, left them in the vehicle.
Good.
Should I come armed? Should I pretend to be?
It would not be wise.
Would you frisk me?
If I needed to.
Maybe next time I come armed.
My boss will be with you in a moment.
And your name was?
Declan.
A pleasure, Declan.
Hello, Valentina.
Do we sit in silence with you?
Unless you have something to discuss, like robbing the casino.
Oh, no. Markov. Not myself.
Is Markov not an extension of you?
And that's why we will make it right.
I'm glad to hear it. And Declan will just kind of stand in the corner with his hands clasped, waiting for Katerina.
Declan would know that if someone comes to this lounge, she makes them wait for a good 10 minutes.
Valentina will just stare at Declan for 10 minutes.
And
That's usually what
he
happens.
just stares back.
Oh,
Excellent.
this is
Markov just sweats.
Yes. And Markov just standing. He's not even sitting. He's standing in the room, just kind of closer to the door. But knowing he's not super part of this discussion, he just stands and also is quiet. It's a very tense air for 11 minutes
Mm-hmm.
until Katerina enters or heads in that direction.
Yes. Now, Teddy, of course, you know you'll walk in first.
And Teddy will open the door and enter.
Mm-hmm. And then she will follow behind him. And look over the room. Look at Markov. Then look at this woman.
She will stand. Valentina de Castillo.
Ah. Lovely to meet you. Katerina Sinclair.
To meet you, and you are...
Theodore. Sinclair.
Oh, married.
She doesn't say anything.
And Teddy lets it hang.
Interesting.
Right. Ah,
Yes.
so.
It's been brought to my attention that Markov here has been, well, causing problems and is here to apologize. Markov, how will you apologize?
Well, I wanted to let you know that I did not steal any money from the Viper's Vengeance, and I apologize if it came off that I did. And I apologize for my arrogance at the table. Sometimes I let the money get to my head.
Right. I don't think you stole money from me. I think you stole information.
His eyes just kind of dart about, but he doesn't really say anything. He just stands there.
You know, we've had a lot of fun tracking where you've been. Have you taken him to apologize to all of those as well?
Well, I'm recently becoming aware of his adventures.
So, you mean to tell us that he wasn't here on your business?
Oh, he had business. Just not the business he was partaking in.
Oh.
And what business would Mr. Markov have at the Viper's Vengeance that didn't involve speaking with Katerina over here?
I mean, it's always good to keep an eye on what's happening around town, seeing what business pops up. However, it did not involve playing at tables and causing issues. And every time she says it, she like locks eyes with him, and it's just pure venom every word that comes out.
You can see the increased uncomfortability of Markov in this room.
You see, it's not a crime to go around to scope out things, to see how things are going. It is when you are doing things not asked of you. So, I leave it to you. You can decide if his apology is enough or not.
Hmm. You know what I would consider a crime? I would agree with the previous statement, but as you are not Camarilla aligned, correct? I would believe spying on Camarilla-owned sponsored businesses would be considered to the prince a crime. Do you not agree?
I align with myself. That's not a crime.
I respect it. Though it's clear that you're... Is he... I assume... a manservant, maybe?
Ghoul?
I prefer manservant. You know what I would do?
What would you do?
It's clear he causes you trouble. Just get rid of the whole thing.
Oh, I have plans for Markov if you didn't. I was just curious if, considering he caused you trouble, if you wanted to deal with him. If not, I'm more than happy to take care of Markov. But since he caused you trouble, I was going to offer him to you. But if that's not the case, then Markov, I do have plans for you.
Hmm.
Yes.
Why don't you...
Mistress.
Go ahead.
That's all.
She looks at him. Okay. Oh.
He's shaking in his shoes now.
May I ask you a question?
Of course.
Why don't you align with Camarilla?
I choose to build my own way. It's more freeing that way. Not to be beholden to anyone's wishes. Do as I would like.
So long as you remain outside of Camarilla influence.
I'm outside of everyone's influence. I
It limits
agree.
you.
Does it?
You can't operate within their territory.
Sure.
Whether or not you align with them, you're never free of them.
If you see it that way.
Good business sense is knowing the winning side, because there is always a winner.
Good business sense is not being forced into things I don't need to do.
Perhaps we should talk more once the manservant is dealt with.
Yes. Markov, you can take a seat. I've been taking a seat for quite some time in my office later.
Storyteller, when she
Yes.
was talking earlier, saying that he was here on business, just scoping the place out in a basic competitor sort of way, do I think she was telling the truth? I have a nose for sniffing out lies. So
Yeah, you could roll me a wits insight and add your specialty to that, which is detect lies.
Yes.
So you add one additional dot or one additional die.
Four successes.
4 successes. You think that she was telling the truth, but maybe leaving something out.
Okay.
No. I didn't come here just to talk about Markov, of course.
Go ahead.
He was, of course, one of the topics, but as you may be aware, I too have a club. And, we could work together or we could work in competition. I thought I would throw it out there in advance so I know where we stand.
What's entailed in working together?
That's up to you.
Hmm.
I'm listening. Like I
Why
said, I'm not beholden to Camarilla rules, for example.
No, you're not. So it sounds like you have a lot to gain from working with me.
As do you.
Oh, and what would that be?
Working outside of the Camarilla if you need to. You don't have to decide now, just a thought.
I'll mull it over.
And is this your coterie?
Oh no, we're missing one.
Oh.
He's the lovely Rose downstairs.
Oh. Will he be joining us?
Oh, he has much more important things to do. You should sit downstairs and listen. He's quite the voice.
I would love to invite all of you, if you would like, to my club sometime. You should come on down.
We were thinking about visiting.
I have some entertainment I'd love for you to all meet.
Perhaps at
My
that
blood
point we can
diamond, if you
talk.
will. Perhaps, yes.
Few days' time?
I think that could be arranged. No.
And I... Oh,
Oh,
go ahead.
No. After you.
Polite ladies. Oh, go ahead.
No, you.
Not
No,
talking
no,
over
you.
each other. And I trust Markov won't ever make his way into my casino again. Is that fair?
Oh, no. He won't make it out of my office for quite some time.
Lovely. Then it's settled. We'll be there in a few days.
Excellent. One last thing. I've noticed that you tend to take in, what is the term? Stray kindred of some type?
Yes.
I came across one, a ghoul of some kind in the Appalachian region. She keeps talking about your club here, Viper's Vengeance, and someone of the name Riley, if that rings a bell. Markov, be of one last use and bring the girl. Her name is, Hope. She's in my car.
Yes. I will get her right away.
One moment. Unless you'd rather I dispose of her.
And let me hear what the girl has to say. Perhaps it'll ring a bell.
Markov.
I will be right back. He exits. Chancie, you have been performing for the last 30 or so minutes. You, from the stage, at least saw what happened. You saw the entrance of this individual, and you saw them go back to one of the private rooms. It's at this point, you're at your intermission as you see Markov walking outside. And in a few minutes later, you see in walk him and another girl. She looks young, probably like early 20s, if that. Short, white hair, and very, very pale skin. She almost looks a little like malnourished in some way. She's just very, very sickly looking, I should say. Her hair looks like it was almost like it wasn't always white, but something like maybe turned it white at some point. You see the two of them walking in and then heading up the stairs back to the private rooms.
I swear this place gets weirder and weirder. Yeah, I've seen, like, I saw Malkov in the whole situation the previous night.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Tia. And he takes out a little notepad or a notebook. He like writes a little bit in it. Add this to the details for you know who. No, hand her the notes.
You got it.
Phineas, you ready to do that solo you were talking about earlier?
Is tonight the night?
And any night's the night.
Let's do it. They're not ready for the sax solo, I can tell you that much.
You keep telling me so much, so I hope so. I hope I don't have to use any of, my special moves to help you out.
Oh no. We don't need any of that special hoodoo voodoo.
Is that what you call it? Is that what I mean, I know I got the get up for it. I'm kind of like selling it that way, but
Look, sometimes you walk in a room and everybody looks at you.
that's because I'm fine as hell. See, if you, maybe, got to trim up, maybe shave that beard a little bit, maybe somebody would look your way.
Lose a little weight. I know.
Yeah.
And then-
Hey, if you ever want to, go on a night run, I mean, I'm sure
This pl-
Christian might want to do a run with you. I'm not going out.
This place got everything. Does it got a gym? Maybe you
Probably,
should
and if
ask the boss if that's something you can add.
Oh, tell you what. Oh, I forgot. Any expenses y'all need in the next few, I don't know, weeks, months? Run the tab up.
Other than some new reads, I'm good.
Put it on the tab.
All right.
All right. He, like, rubs his hands together. He's wondering if he should go back there. His interest is piqued. Matter of fact, Tia, you in charge. I'm gonna go see what's going on with the bosses.
We got it handled. We got intermission anyway, but we'll take the stage in another 15 or so.
Oh, and Andy, whole social media thing. We want it bigger, louder. Trying to have this place filled up every night if possible.
Okay, we'll get all those pages started, the accounts and all that. Don't you worry.
Awesome. And he'll make his way in behind the Markov.
You follow the two, and after a maybe 5-minute awkward silence again in the meeting room, Markov returns with a young kindred girl. Following them is Chancie.
Sorry I'm late.
Ah, there's my Rose. See, there he is. Isn't he beautiful, Valentina?
Wonderful to meet you, and you are...
Chancie Jones, the pleasure is all mine.
Wonderful. Valentina.
Pleasure to meet you.
And this here is Hope. Markov, sit down.
Yes, mistress. And he takes a seat. The girl Hope, she looks around the room, her eyes just darting from person to person. She looks at each of you. Is this the vengeance?
Yes.
He told me about this place.
He?
She looks scared.
You're safe now. You know that, right?
Am I?
This is a place you can stay. If you have nowhere else to go. What you heard was right.
Okay.
Is someone after you?
I think so. Yeah.
Is it the Sabbat?
Her eyes, like, when you say that, she has a visceral reaction. It's almost like a...
It's okay. They can't reach you here. That's why we're here.
I don't know if I don't know what I'm allowed to say, so, I'm really scared, and, I just don't want to die, okay?
You're not going to die. Do you want to know why you were told that this was a safe place? Because and she puts a hand on Eddie's shoulder. My husband and I made this place for people like you. A long time ago, we ran too. Okay? And that's our job here, to protect you from kindred like that. No one's going to hurt you here. You will have a room. You will have security. There's our head of security right there, Declan. He'll keep you safe.
Okay. And she kind of she touches her head for a second. Sorry, it is very hard to focus right now.
Can we get you anything? Do you want to sit?
She needs to feed, Cat.
Do you have a preference? What do you like to drink?
Here's the thing. I can't.
Oh?
I don't really... It's really hard to explain. I just... Please don't take me anywhere or take me away or kill me if you find out. I don't have fangs.
Oh.
I can't feed, and I haven't had anything in a very, very long time, and it's really, really messing with me. So I just can't. I need help.
We can get you a glass.
Mm-hmm.
That would be good.
Chancie, do you mind?
Don't know what the fuck's going on anyways, sure.
She just takes a seat because she was standing awkwardly for all this time and just nods to herself.
It's very
When Kat asked about Sabbat, Theo was looking at Valentina. Did she have a reaction?
I think she didn't have a reaction. She was more so watching you guys, if anything.
So we might have locked eyes then at that moment.
Yeah,
Oh.
if anything, yeah.
What if we locked eyes with the Viper's vengeance?
Oh. Oh.
Wait, if you guys did lock eyes, then she just winked at you.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh.
Okay. Noted. And Hope, right? How
Yes.
has Miss Valentina treated you since you've been in her care?
Fine. We just met yesterday.
More than fine. I'm an impeccable host.
Where do they find you?
I was wandering for some time out of town. And then somebody picked me up. Not her, somebody I think that works for her. They brought me.
Just off the streets of Pittsburgh.
No, I wasn't in the city.
Well, I'm glad they found you.
And how did your man find her, Valentina?
I told you, the Appalachian region.
You have men, mountain men, outside the city.
I have people who go all over.
Interesting.
What's interesting about that?
Well, we're lucky that you found her. And hope you are
You're
safe with
welcome.
us here.
Chancie, you return with a.
Oh, before I do,
Oh,
Yes.
oh.
I would like, because did we establish if the employees know much or how long they've been working here and everything?
So some of them do. We do have a private sidebar where kindred can go and get their drinks. We're not serving
Gotcha.
blood in glasses to them out in the open.
Right, but the would you say the barkeep has a history here?
Katerina.
Been here for a while. He's probably been here for a while. Yeah, I would
So-
imagine most people stay.
Okay, so
The
going
one
up
that you're
to-
getting the vitae from, I'm sure,
Yes.
For
has
sure,
history.
has been here a while.
Yeah.
Oh, what am I pouring here? I don't know.
right?
Smells like blood.
This is really
Oh.
viscous.
It's very
It's a thick glass of
This is a
wine.
vintage. All right.
Syrup? Is this syrup? Yes, Chancie would walk up to the bar. Hey, Bill. I was wondering if I could get, man, it's been a night. Tell you.
You're telling me.
The card shark came back with this girl, weird hair. Did you see that?
Yeah, the one who looks like she could use a cheeseburger.
Yeah. By the way, the good stuff.
Ah, the good stuff. So not a cheeseburger.
Yeah. I mean, I just got this job. I'm just trying to figure everything out. You know me, I'm just playing my music, enjoying myself. And this name Riley comes up and everything. You know anything about that?
Oh, we do not bring that name up here in the club.
Why not?
Riley was like Cat and Theo's like kid.
Oh, they were kindred?
Yeah, they were. So it's not like they was like actually her kid, you know. I think it was like more of like a, I don't know how it works for y'all, but for yins, it's like some weird adoption thing. I don't know, but it's like they were like this.
Oh, okay. What, they just this town? Oh,
I think worse than that. I think I don't know the details. I just remember the night that this casino was in disarray. Something happened. Everybody left in a frantic mood, and only the three of them came back. Declan as well.
I guess that's why Cat treats me like, like a grandchild or something. Not like
Yeah,
one of
she's
those
got-
sweet old ladies that always hand you out candy and shit.
She's got a soft spot for that kind of thing, it seems.
Well, can't blame him, losing anybody, even in our situation. Dying a second time must be a bitch.
Yeah, so I wouldn't bring up the name. It seems like a very sensitive topic.
Hey. So they don't know how it happened?
I don't know how it happened.
That's fair. All right, Bill. I don't want to get you in any more trouble than dropping that information on me. But enjoy the show. Hope Phineas isn't fucking up too much up there.
I love it, man. It's great.
Awesome. I'll make
It's
sure
good
he
shit.
knows that. That's gonna make his night.
Yeah, let me get you that good stuff. One sec.
Appreciate it.
Comes back, the nice thick cup of wine.
Appreciate you, Bill.
See you soon, Chancie. And you head back up. And Chancie, as you walk into the room with the vitae, you open the door. Hope looks back. She stares at you. And she lunges at Chancie. I would like everybody in the room to roll me
I'll
a
throw that bitch
dexterity,
right now.
Oh.
and athletics.
Oh.
Question.
Chancey's like, this is not unusual for me.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
just
gonna be
another
doing
guy. Maybe I should have stayed on stage. I hate when this happens. I apologize, everyone. Can I use rapid reflexes?
You may. Yes.
You said a dexterity. What?
Dexterity athletics.
Okay.
And for you,
I've never rolled before, so I have no idea how to do this.
Wait, I don't know if it's done.
so if you click on the dots themselves, it should have a little die pop up. So you can click on the two. For you, Chancie,
Mhm.
you don't have to roll anything.
I also have a fluent swiftness, so I'm gonna surge as well, because I get a free reroll on the surge.
I have one success.
Okay, one success.
I have a question.
Yes.
Since Declan is he's been very keen this whole time. And he doesn't know this Hope girl. And he knows what Katerina and Theodore and himself have been through. She lunges at Chancie.
Yes.
Can Declan shoot her?
If you'd like to, you can.
He has specialty in quick draw, so he's fast with that gun. And he wants to try to... Obviously, it won't kill her, unless she is not a kindred. But he wants to stop her. And that's what he's good at.
Is this... I will ask you one question. Is this office soundproof?
Soundproof.
I don't think it would be.
That's fair.
I don't know if it would be.
So I
Yeah.
will just let you know that if you do this, it will be heard in the casino.
If I have check the trunk, which gives me X amount of resource to gear, could I have gone and got a suppressor?
Because your specialty is that you're a fixer, I would allow that.
Okay. Then Declan is going to shoot her with his suppressed handgun.
Okay.
And it is 6 successes.
Okay. What about Chancie? You would roll me the dexterity athletics and add 2 additional dice to that. And then Theo and Kat, what did you both roll?
So with my blood surge, I rolled a 5. You add 2 dice at our blood potency, I believe.
1 at blood potency, 1, I believe.
I think it is just
No, I think
one.
it's 2. I clicked on the blood potency and the if you click on it on the demiplane
Okay.
sheet, it opens up
it
a
is
little thing and
blood
it
surge
says
to add 2 dice. You are correct.
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, I'm so used to playing blood potency like 0 because we were babies.
No. Okay.
You would have been 1.
Oh, would we?
Yeah, maybe
Oh.
we just did that wrong.
We just
Maybe.
did it wrong.
Lol.
Oops.
5 successes.
5 successes. 5 successes. Kat, what did you roll?
Well, I was going
Katerina?
to. I was going.
Katerina, I should say.
Sorry. I was going to use command, but I think Declan's going to get a shot off before I can do that.
Got it.
So,
Is there anybody who wants to stop Declan before he does this? Or are you all just going to let Declan shoot this girl?
I don't think I'm close enough.
I don't know. Well the
I
thing
would
is
give
that
anybody, I would give anybody an opportunity who rolled 5 or more to try to stop this. If you want to. Or you could just let it happen.
oh, I don't know.
maybe I'll.
My
use
my
command
thought
for
is that
something
she's just hungry, that she's not attacking. But I don't know. Declan's doing his job. Yeah. I guess I would.
else. Let it happen.
Would you let it happen or try to stop Declan?
No, I think I would try and stop. I think I would try and stop it.
Yeah.
Go on,
Yeah.
Theo.
Okay.
You gonna command Declan? Like
I don't think.
maybe you. Oh, sorry. I thought.
No, I don't
Katerina
have
has
command.
command.
I don't have command. I would just try to use my speed, but you outrolled me, so I don't know. I would try to use my speed to just maybe get her, just keep her safe or restrain her without her getting shot.
Oh, I have a question.
Yes.
I rolled a 5.
Yes.
I want to. This is some petty shit. I want to.
Be petty. We're playing vampires.
Yes, I want to use my rapid reflexes to look as if I was dodging out of the way of her and take the shot.
Oh, that.
Wild.
Okay.
You're gonna take
Yeah.
a shot for this girl?
No, it's not for the girl.
Okay. So how this plays out is she lunges toward you, Chancie, and in a split second, Valentina sits back in her chair as this all happens. Kat, you are alarmed, but you hold for just a minute. But immediately, Declan pulls out his silenced weapon. You see this, Theo, and you reach out your arm to stop him from shooting, but the gun shoots. And in an instant, Chancie, with your rapid reflexes, you almost watch this in slow motion, as if it's a Matrix bullet coming toward this girl. You see it quietly fire in her direction, and with your fast reflexes, You move just in the way to take the shot. And you take one aggravated damage.
Got it.
And you push her. It's just a scratch for you.
It'd be
but
superficial,
it hurts.
right?
Sorry, you take one superficial damage.
Okay.
So if you
Maybe two superficial, actually.
I would like to play it up as me like pushing her out the way, like I had the whole thing handled, and then I get shot because I pushed her out the way.
That drama king.
She falls to the ground. And this is when you all see it. Her eyes, bloodthirsty, red. The goblet that you had drops on the floor, and the blood spills all over the floor. And you see her on all fours, ravenously going toward the blood and licking it off the floor. Then you hear the guttural cries, like this is a scene from The Exorcist. She begins growling and screeching and crying in this room in front of all of you all. The breathing gets heavier. The sounds, the snarls, the growls. This is the beast in its true form in front of you, festering. In its most pathetic, weak, disgusting form, licking this blood off of the ground. Is there anything any of you would like to do? You don't think she's gonna stop once she licks up this blood. This may be a frenzy.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna have to do it now.
I think Chancey's just upset about his suit right now.
Would any of you like to do anything?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to suggest that I was going to turn to Declan and say, we need someone to get more blood now. Actually, I will do that. But don't shoot her again. She's just hungry.
Do you tell that to Declan?
Yeah. I would prefer that he went, but I know that he's the security. If something goes wrong, he does need to be there. But don't shoot at her again. I will get some more blood.
Do you have anything sharp? Is there anything sharp around?
How sharp? Like, what do you mean by sharp?
Anything that would kill?
Oh.
There's a... You could make something sharp. You got
anything
chairs.
at this private bar? Would
Oh,
there be
there's
like
probably
like a paring knife?
Yeah, behind the bar. Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Declan would walk, or he would move quickly and get this paring knife. Anybody
Yes,
else doing
Chancie?
anything? Yes.
As Teddy leaves the room, Chancey's gonna tear his sleeve off his arm, tie it around his I'm assuming he got shot in the arm. Wrap it around his arm, lean down. I will use presence. And I have two moves that kind of work together.
Entrancement?
No, all in
Melpomene?
Melpomene, yeah.
Yes.
You can do this. Roll me manipulation and presence, but it's going to be very difficult because she's frenzying. She may not focus on you, so you have to. It'll be a high difficulty.
Okay. Let me see something. You said which two rolls? I apologize.
So you'll see it next to awe. Roll manipulation and presence.
Right. Manipulation and presence.
And because you're using Melpomene, yeah, she doesn't have to. So you'll see. Okay, you see awe. You'll see like the manipulation presence. If you click on both of those, that should pull up your dice pool. And I will bump the difficulty down just a bit because you're using Melpomene.
Ready.
Let me know what you roll.
I'm gonna. Can I use a willpower to re-roll? I got 2.
Yes, you may.
Still 2.
Okay. Not quite enough. You begin to try to speak to her to calm her down just for a moment. But the words that you're saying aren't quite getting through. It's not reaching her. She is so in this moment. Is there something that you missed?
I forgot. It says select dice to re-roll. I did not click that.
Ah, okay.
Yes, you have to click on the failures.
I need y'all to know.
Yes.
I did this. I played a game with
Baby's
with
first
them
roll.
previously.
Yeah.
It's Babby's
I
first.
never.
This
clicked the
happened
button.
all the time in our last game. I did it so many times before I realized that I was not ever actually re-rolling dice.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Just 3 successes now.
3 successes is still quite not enough.
Yeah.
Because of her frenzy.
Mm.
Yeah. Yes, Theo.
When I leave the room, I want to just get the first person that I find to go find. What was his Brian? What did you say his name?
Billy. Watch that,
Billy.
Bill.
Bill. Yeah. So to just tell Bill to bring as much of the good stuff as he can carry into the private lounge, and that he'll know what that
Yes.
means. Because I don't want to leave her alone too much with Declan, who seems pretty keen on hurting
I'm making
her.
a note. I'm making a note for later for you all that you do have a limited stash of vitae here at the club, and we will be keeping track of that. So the vitae that you're pulling for this girl will be pulled from your personal stash.
Got it.
And so you grab that, and you're on your way back.
So I see Chancie. She's not coming out of it.
She's not coming out of it, and you're walking up with the paring knife.
Declan,
What do you pay me to do?
no, not this time. Just let me try.
You have 5 seconds.
She gives him a look like, oh. She's gonna try and approach very carefully to her on the ground, licking up the bloods. And I would like to cloud memory.
Yes, you can also try to do this. It will be difficult.
Okay.
Roll your charisma dominate, because again, she is affected by the beast. So it will be a high difficulty.
What would I do to be able to push myself in this game?
I love Valentina just sitting back in the chair.
Watching.
Hasn't said a word.
Absolutely. Markov is like, should we?
And may I ask, what is the rule for re-rolling with willpower again? May I get a refresher?
You can roll up to 3, and they cannot be hunger dice.
Correct.
Right, okay.
So, yes.
In one moment. This is worth it to me.
Just as a thing.
Yes.
I have 5 successes.
Ooh, nice.
Yes, Chancie? Did you have something you wanted to say?
I was gonna say the band's used to playing in sketchy places where loud noises happen, like in the background. Joel and them have definitely like picked up the volume a bit to like kind of cover it up.
Yes, so you start hearing weird growling and snorts coming from the.
Sometimes it happens like that.
Yeah, and I will say with 5 successes, between Chancie talking very tenderly to this girl, trying to calm her down, and then Katerina stepping in, the two of you, with your effort, are able to momentarily calm her down. And with cloud memory,
Yes. I can by uttering the phrase. She would grasp her by the chin. She would get down on her knees, grasp her by the chin, and say, "Forget." And then that would make her forget the last few minutes that just occurred. And she's hoping that will take her out of the frenzy.
You see her eyes go from a red with bloodlust for just a moment, beginning to settle back to a pale blue. And then she closes her eyes entirely and goes limp on the ground.
Right. Okay.
Bravo. Is it always this exciting?
Declan, seeing that cat, calmed her down. With the paring knife in his hand, he walks up to Markov and he gives him the knife and says, "You had 2 seconds left to live. Make sure you thank Miss Katerina." And he walks away and stands back in the corner with his hands clasped.
He gulps loudly. Theo, you make it back to the room at this point. She
I
is.
would move her. By the way, I'm not going to leave her on the ground. I'll set her on the couch.
The Vitae this time doesn't activate her again. She is passed out. Potentially in like a torpor state. Due to just the turn of events. Not in full torpor, but she's just out.
Yeah, Theo has a little sigh of relief as he sees Declan put the knife down, sees the situation is handled.
Well, how exciting. I must promise you, Valentina, it's not usually this way. Though I hope you enjoyed.
Oh, very much so. Well, I should be making my way back. Well, as I said, the offer still stands. And Chancie, you weren't here earlier, but I hope to see you and your coterie at Eternal sometime. I'd love for you, Chancie, to meet some of the entertainment I have, for example. But,
Any of them,
other
like our friend here? And he like nods over to Hope.
Oh, no. No. She was a special, circumstance. No. Just entertainment.
Why not?
Well, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure as well. One last thing. And as she goes to leave, and Markov, she doesn't even say anything to him. He just knows to get up and follow.
Yep.
You've made yourselves very visible. That's admirable, but very dangerous. Be careful. And she goes to leave.
And Valentina exits the room and then exits the club, not without staying for just a few minutes for the saxophone solo.
Of course.
Taking in the rest of Serendipity before she exits.
Yeah, nice shot.
Why would you do that?
So what?
Jump in front of her.
Jumping in front of her? I was jumping the fuck out of her way.
In front of my gun.
I don't know if you've ever been on the other side of that device, but when somebody's lunging at you for a reason you don't know, you just move in a certain direction. I went and got your drink. I came back. Then asked me to do all these jobs and make sure I know what I'm doing. I'm just saying, if you're supposed to be Mr. Fix It, done fucked up my arm. Plan on fixing that?
Watch yourself, Chancie.
Gonna make me disappear?
If I need to.
Well,
Hey,
Okay.
there will be none of that. We're a coterie. And there are laws that we follow.
Declan was doing what he is hired to do.
I'm hired
Though
to
it is
entertain.
rare you miss.
I didn't miss. That was a clean shot center mass. It would have stumbled her.
Declan, I appreciate that you were looking out for us. But we are 3 full-grown kindred. We could have subdued her without harm.
She would have been fine if she was a kindred. But for all we knew, she could have been something else. And if I need to put a couple bullets into a kindred, and they'll heal within a couple nights, so be it, Theo.
I understand your thinking, Declan. Please don't get this the wrong way. I appreciate the intention behind it. However, I would really prefer for this young lady to appreciate the safety that we're providing her, considering she might have information that we really, really want to gather.
Oh, don't you worry. I will get that information, Theo.
Yeah, I bet, torture and beatings is definitely something she wants to deal with, seeing as how she's, I don't know,
Declan's
defanged.
not going to do that.
I will get the information, however Miss Sinclair sees fit that I get the information, Chancie. If torture and beatings are on the table, then I will deliver them as she sees fit. But sometimes a good talking to is all that's needed.
She kind of looks at Chancie, and for the first time, her like face kind of wavers a bit with some emotion, and then looks back at the other 2 men. If she's met him, if he told her about this place, then they must have been some kind of friends, right?
He was probably looking out for her because he knew that we would.
Ugh.
You two need to do me a favor. Looks at Katerina and Theodore. The least you can do is fucking say his name. And Declan's just gonna leave.
I'm sorry, Chancie. This is a lot. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you've been hurt. And she kind of walks over there to fuss over you a bit.
He'll back up a bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to.
Stop apologizing. Bullet
I don't
wound
mean-
isn't anything. It's fine.
Look, I don't apologize to a lot of people, but when it's needed, I do. And you've been thrown into a lot of things that you've not been told about, and that is not right. You're a grown man, and if you're going to be a part of things here, which I want you to, then we should stop babying you.
Miss Sinclair, if I can be so bold.
Oh, please do.
You asked me to come here and do a job.
Mm-hmm.
I show up, I appreciate being a part of this coterie, but I'd enjoy it more if I had as much information as everybody else at the table. At least if I'm gonna have ghouls jumping at me and bullets shot at me.
I promise that's not the usual around here.
If
Not
things
the
are
usual.
changing, I'd still like to know a bit more.
Right.
That's a fair ask, Chancie. And I apologize for Declan. He shouldn't have threatened you like that.
I may be young, but that's not the first time somebody's threatened me with death in my line of work. Funnily enough. Can you believe that? Most musicians have to deal with that shit sometimes. It's usually in the more sketchy areas, but you know.
I believe it. You know, believe it or not, when I was younger, I did something a little similar to you. So I get it. That was a long time ago, though.
Could have fooled me, you know what I mean? Anyways, y'all got some conversations y'all probably need to have. I gotta make a whole bunch of music and people forget the fact that they heard some lady screaming in the background. So I'm gonna let y'all do y'all jobs while I go do mine. And I also need to get a new jacket, apparently.
Right.
Y'all have a good night.
You as well.
Not Chancie.
And as Chancie opens the door, you see Carmelo, Declan's ghoul, standing outside the door, and he has the mop in the bucket.
Oh no! Not the mop in the bucket.
The cleanup crew.
He'll leave the door open for him.
As if, like, yes, Declan was upset, but he still said, "Go clean that up."
You
for
gotta go
them."
clean that up.
Yeah.
It's the worst part of the job.
If Carmelo's about to come in as Chancie leaves, she kind of meets him at the door. Not yet. Just 1 minute, Carmelo. Thank you.
Closes the door and waits.
She turns to look at Theo. And she doesn't say anything. She just looks at him. For too long of a time. Like she's waiting for him to say something.
He's alive.
You don't know that. You're getting your hopes up.
He's alive.
No, you're getting your hopes up. Don't say that. He could have met that girl a year ago, 2 years ago.
A year ago, come on. That girl's freshly turned.
She could have met him a while ago and then was turned.
It's a better lead than we've had in a solid year.
Okay, consider that he is alive. Why is he not here? He's capable enough.
I don't know. I don't know, Katerina. But he told her to come to us. He told her that we'd protect her the way we protected him.
We didn't.
At one point, we did. I know
All
you
right.
didn't want to see any harm come to that girl either.
No, I didn't. But for the first few seconds, I was upset. And then after that, I needed to remember that Chancie is here and Riley is not. So in that situation, Declan made the right choice.
Like I said, I understand where his head was at. I'm not blaming him.
No doubt he has his own guilt about what happened. He was merely acting in time this time around.
If there's a chance he's out there, I'm not going to let it go.
I'm not gonna let it go either. So when this girl wakes up, we will be kind, we will be polite, we will talk to her. I will do whatever it takes to ingratiate her to us, so she will tell us what she knows. And then, and only then, will we use force. Because if it were anyone else, but the fact he must have held some fondness for her if he said such a thing.
I have to believe that.
Though who knows?
And
He was sweet enough to help any stranger he met.
he was. He
Maybe he
got a
still
lot of that
is.
from you.
Well, he has a good sense of justice. Like you.
Teddy will hesitate for a minute. And then he will... He looks as if he wants to say something more,
Look at him.
but he doesn't. And he turns to leave.
Apologize to Declan. Please.
I'll talk to him,
I will
he
too.
says over his shoulder.
I'm not scolding you. She kind of shouts after him. I will too.
He chuckles and continues walking out.
She will follow not long after and kind of give a nod to Carmelo.
Thank you for waiting, Carmelo.
He nods. As the two of you exit, Carmelo walks in and mops up the remainder of the blood in this room. And that's where we end our session for tonight. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for our second episode of Blood Money. We will return in just a few
Second
days.
episode.
Dude,
Juicy
it's only the
second.
second
Right?
Moving
It's only
quick.
the second episode, and it's
the juice.
it's been a doozy. A lot happened, and there's a lot to process. So get your minds thinking about all of the things that have been placed on your plate this evening, and think about it for this Friday, because we've got a lot of planning and things to learn and discuss, and perhaps learn more about our coterie and the troubled things that have happened with them. So, with all of that, thank you once again, everybody. We will see you in just a few days for our third episode. Have a good evening, and as always, do not let the beast win. Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Good
everyone.
night.
Bye.
Bye.